On today's Throwback, we're going to be having a look at the 3D movie poster of Robocop, which comes to us from McFarlane Toys' Pulp Culture Masterworks. Unlike other 3D movie posters from the McFarlane line, this particular poster, and I believe also the Rocky Horror Picture Show poster, which I didn't get, and also the Rocky poster. I thought there was only going to be a couple of them. There's actually there's a few of them. This particular one does not actually have a window. There is no window that covers this particular poster, which unfortunately meant that when you were buying this particular poster, this 3D movie poster, you ran the risk of slight damage, especially with this door, which I actually, when I bought this at Toys R Us a while back, there was a couple of these doors that were slightly cracked. Now, granted, I guess it's far enough into the package, but yeah, if you were to bang or drop something on that, or really if it was to fall, guaranteed that would definitely break. Down below we have, we'll get into this obviously when we get the package opened up. What I'll do though is on the side, it's a Robocop, part man, part machine, all cop. And then on the back, one thing that's nice about this particular poster is it gives you two examples. It shows the Rocky poster up on the actual wall, and then we've got the Robocop poster sitting next to a laptop. This guy has a very boring desk. There's really not a lot going on. There's no photos, no nothing. He's just got a laptop and Robocop. That's pretty much all he needs. That's pretty much all the man needs. We zoom back though. Oh, and by the way, there's the poster of Robocop, which has always been one of my favorite posters. It says, "Looking for me." 1987, with the words "Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me," a cult classic was born. Paul Verhoeven's Robocop burst onto screens unlike anything before it, blending science fiction, satire, graphic violence, and high intensity. Audiences went wild and made it a huge hit. One of the biggest films of the 1980s. It says, "Serve the public, protect the innocent, uphold the law." Those are his prime directives. And then, of course, there is also the Dick Jones. It was also his added directive. I won't give away the movie though. It says McFarlane Toys has brought an entirely new dimension to Robocop's original one-sheet movie poster. Combining traditional sculpture with forced perspective, the iconic image comes to life, and the results are as dazzling as the film that inspired it. Displayed on a wall or any flat surface as a tribute to one of the most enduring science fiction films ever made. You can also view the entire collection of McFarlane's Pulp Culture Masterworks at spawn.com. So there you go. Now granted, this is already opened, and I've already reviewed it, and the window is not on this package at all. But still, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to get this out, and we're going to fully appreciate the 3D poster of Robocop. And I'm also going to give it a rating. So there is more to come, guys. Stay tuned. And just like that, we've got the poster out of package. Again, there really wasn't much involved. In fact, because I've already reviewed it, all I really had to do was just slide the picture out. Now, what you end up doing, though, is you end up getting a very fantastic looking 3D poster. This is one of the posters of all the posters released that I think benefits the most from a 3D perspective. You can really see the forced perspective as you have the door and the arm of Robocop. Actually, a lot of the components of Robocop are all layered. So you've got the back leg of Robocop still, of course, in the car. And then you've got the torso end of Robocop as the second piece. You've then got the leg as a third piece, the arm as another piece on top of that. As you can see, makes for a very, very cool poster. If I turn it sideways, you can actually see, or hopefully you can see the details there. You can see how those pieces are all raised from one another. Now the detail work also carries into the car as well. It's not just a basic black interior. They've made the posters, and actually they've done it really with all the posters too. They've made them so that you can look at them from different angles, and there's clearly not an area where they just sacrificed it because they figured you weren't going to be able to see it. You might even be able to make out, maybe I think that might be his parking brake. Who knows? Who knows? The coloring is really, really nice. The Robocop, the poster itself has silver. It's got a little bit of blue. It's got some red, of course, from the siren of the car shining off of the armor of Robocop. At the top you can see part man, part machine, all cop. And we zoom the camera up. Let's zoom in. There's good old Robocop's face. I still don't know where that chin strap goes when he takes that helmet off. It's just one of those mysteries of cinema that we'll never find out. I can't pan the camera down. You can see the Robocop, the future of law enforcement, along with a very nice credits. So the John Davidson production, a Paul Verhoeven film. Peter Weller, Nancy Allen, Robocop. Those are the main top billing actors, as you can see. Daniel O'Harely, Ronnie Cox, Kurtwood Smith. You watch that 70s show. Miguel Fuhrer. Which I didn't realize was, I think he's in Swamp Thing. I think he's in the original Swamp Thing. Also released by Orion, which to this day, every time I see that logo, I automatically think Robocop. It's just the way it is. I just automatically think Robocop. If we flip on the side, though, we've got the Robocop logo. Now on the back, there is a battery compartment. Now, it's only a battery compartment because they've used the same backing as the Alien poster. There is no battery compartment in this at all. This serves no purpose whatsoever. You can't use it for anything. In fact, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little indentation here. That's where the light button would have gone to activate the Alien egg. There are clips here that would have been used for holding it. Unfortunately, McFarlane Toys reused a lot of their components, at least the shell, for other posters, which is alright. It's not a big deal. This is the part I'm really going to be, addressing anyways, because this is the area where you would hang it from the wall. You would just put a screw on the wall and boom, Robocop you can hang up, which is likely what I'm going to do. As cool as it is to put on a shelf, or you could have it next to your laptop like that guy on the back of the package, I would likely put this just on the wall and I would appreciate it from there. Of course, some caution again can be made about that door. If you're not too careful and that falls, it's going to fall right on that door, and that's guaranteed that's going to come right off. But still a very solid poster. Robocop is just, it takes certainly the 3D perspective of the 3D posters from McFarlane Toys, and I think it makes use of it really, really well. This poster does everything really, if you ask me, excellent. And the Robocop poster, I'm going to give an 8.5. An 8.5 to the McFarlane Toys 3D poster of Robocop, which also was the throwback that we were doing today. Today's throwback, we were having a look at the Robocop 3D movie poster. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Certainly let me know down below what you guys have thought of these posters. And you know what? Let me know as well if you guys have picked up any. In the meantime, I'm going to wrap this up here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.